Here we are, week 5, our newsletter. Let's get straight into it. Just unpacked brand new Callaway Rogue hybrids, available for fully custom fitting and in the shop just to have a look at. So over to Logan about bags.
Today we've got a brand new bag in. It's the Callaway Org 14 HD. Let's talk about it. So this bag is fully waterproof. There's 7 large pockets on it and comes in numerous different colours. It has 14-way divider, including a putter well, and comes in at only £239. That was the Callaway Org 14 HD bag. Back to you, Lewis.
Logan, that was a fantastic video on the new Callaway golf bags. Now, as you can see in the shop, as you are walking, you shall see our new FootJoy clothing display. Lots of new clothing up here. You've got some really nice polo shirts. They come in a few different sizes, a few different fits. You've also got a controversial, maybe, a hoodie. Very nice though, very nice fit. And then a few different polos and vests. Now, let's go over to Rob for his video.
So here we are out on the 6th tee. It's course maintenance week, so we had this scheduled in anyway, but it's throwing it down. What a nightmare. Anyway, so here we are on the 6th. I'm just going to tell you how I'm playing it at the moment, in the rain or in good condition. So I'm going to try and aim straight at that bunker. I've got my 5-wood in hand because I know it's not going to reach the bunker, and I'm just going to hit it straight at it, which gives me the best angle into the green. Let's have a go. Good. I was actually really happy with my tee shot with my 5-wood, but it's actually about 30 yards before the bunker, so I could have got away with my driver today, but normally 5-wood's a bit further up. Open the green up, let's see what happens. Just come up a bit short. Alex, I want a little rule on casual water. Okay, but we're playing it today. Let's see what happens. So left myself that 5-6 footer, nice and straight. Got my triple track lined up at the hole. Let's just bang it in. Here we are on the 17th, brand new tee. Well done, greenkeepers, looking fantastic. Anyway, so how I would play this normally, my aim of the game is to get it level with a 150-yard marker. So from back here, I would use my sat-nav or my laser. I would hit my 5-wood, which would get me absolutely perfect. But we're gonna go down to the temporary tee and stick to the rules and hit an iron. So this is a great example why I just try and aim for the 150-yard marker. I've pulled my tee shot a little bit, so I'm on the left-hand side of the fairway. Now, if I hit driver and tried to get as far down, I'd be blocked out by these 2 trees here. But because I'm a little bit further back, I can actually go straight over the top, but it gives me a chance to do something, to either shape it, which is maybe Alex's tip, then try and draw a shot, or hit the ball high into the green. From here, I am going to just try and go over it. I've got a 7-iron in my hand. Good opportunity to get it on the green. Let's give it a go.
Yep.
Slightly impossible to play. It's raining too much. I will do a casual water drop, which is over the other side of the green. But I'm not holding my hopes out to get it in that hole. But let's give it a go. See what happens. So I'm out of the puddle. I've got about a 15-footer down the hill, but it's completely waterlogged. I don't know if it comes up on the camera, but let's give it a go. Yeah. So thanks to Chris Dobson for commenting on our video to say how do we play the 6th and 17th. We've just done it for you. So any other comments, please comment below of what you would like me and Lewis or Alex or any of the team to do next week. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Rob, for that great on-course video in those beautiful conditions. Over to Lewis for a new custom fitting video.
Hi everyone, welcome back to this week's custom fitting part of the newsletter. And we're going to be talking about irons. So the irons that we're going to be looking at today are kind of in the mid-handicap range, looking at kind of the more forgiveness level, but also a slightly sleeker looking iron. So we're talking about some of the Ping i525s, the TaylorMade P790, irons like those. So let's tell you a little bit more about the irons we're going to look at. Let's get straight into it. So let's have a closer look at the irons that we're looking at then. So we've got, first up, the Callaway Rogue ST Pro. A very nice looking iron. Slightly sleeker, looks more like a blade, but still has that nice forgiveness behind the ball and inside the head. The next one we look at is the TaylorMade P790, an iron that's been around for a fair few years now. It's got a nice load of forgiveness in it. Tungsten in the toes and looks very nice. Next one we look at is the Titleist T200. A little bit of a smaller head, this one, not as forgiving as some of the others, and looks a little bit sleeker down at the ball. Next one, the new Ping i525. This is the replacement to the i500. Slightly bigger head out of the others, spins slightly less. We might see some more distance out of that one. And then the last one we'll look at is the Mizuno Pro 225. Yeah, again, looks very much like a blade, but isn't nice and forgiving. Sits right in with the other irons we're looking at here. So let's get into hitting some balls. Okay, so let's get into hitting the shots. We're going to hit 5 shots with each of them. We'll average them out and see which irons have worked well, which maybe haven't worked quite as well in other areas, and have a look at the differences between them all. So let's get straight into it. So to conclude this custom fitting video, we've got all the stats now up on the screen here. Now we'll take a quick look at some of the stats. If we look at the distances, to start off with, so the carry distances, these do vary a fair bit, but I'm not massively concerned about that, purely because some of the lofts are slightly different. Ones like the P790 and then the Mizuno 225s are a little bit stronger in loft, so they're going to go a little bit further in carry. But all in all, they all performed like 7-iron. So people get worried about a 7-iron being de-lofted. It's not a problem. The technology, they now enable the ball to fly higher. So no matter the loft, you still get the performance of a 7-iron. So if we look at the column on the left-hand side, we look at ball speed. Now, ball speed is very much dependent on the loft of the golf clubs here. So some of the higher ball speeds, as we can see, the P790 and the Mizuno, purely because the loft is slightly stronger, we're going to get a slightly higher ball speed. So from looking at the spin rates, I can tell that they all span quite well. The stronger lofted ones span slightly lower, and the weaker lofts, like the T200, span a little bit higher, but that's something we'd expect to see. My favourite iron out of them all was the Callaway Rogue ST Pro. Felt very nice off the face, looked the nicest, and performed the best for me. If we look at the dispersion graph on the screen here, it was the smallest one out of them all, closest to the line, and overall was the best for me. Now, that's a very important fact. It was the best for me. All these irons are very good and will work very different for every golfer, depending on your swing and how you strike the ball. So a custom fitting is the best way to go. If you're interested in any of these irons, come and speak to me, find out more, and let's book a custom fitting session in. I'll see you all very soon.
Thank you, Lewis, for your custom fit video. Very knowledgeable. Now, brand new from Titleist, the SM9s. Still got a few SM8s on sale, but SM9s, fully custom fittable, again in the shed. Now over to Alex for his rules video.
You join me back out on the golf course for another week on rules. And today we're going to do a quick fire. a load of rules in one video. First rule, pick and place. If the pick and place rule is allowed, all you need to do is mark your ball. You can pick up your ball, you can clean it, and then put it back in a scorecard place behind the ball. I'm now back in play, and my ball has been pick and placed. There are a lot of techie rangefinders out there now that can tell you slope, temperatures in the air and all that sort of stuff. Remember, if you're playing in a club competition or any competition, you are not allowed to use them features. You can only use how far you are away from the flag. Someone asked me the other day while I was in the shop, can you remove an out of bounds post? And you absolutely cannot remove an out of bounds post. However, in bounds, you can remove stakes such as 150 posts. I have taken my ball as unplayable. If you want to know the rules about that, check last week's video and you can see all of the information for that. But I'm just about to drop my ball, and what am I going to do? Oh no, not from an arm length, from a knee length. Drop it from your knee, down, back into play. Just hit such a bad shot. Let me just change the settings on. Actually, no, you can't change the settings on your driver to help you out on the golf course. Once your clubs are set up, your equipment, you cannot change that during a round. When you finish, you can then change, but you cannot do it during a round. That was a few rules in a quick fire setup. Now, I really need your guys' help back at home, sat on the sofa watching these videos. I need you to either comment below, or the next time you're up the golf club, come in and explain to us some rules that you want to know so we can come out here and we can clear up any debate that there is in your swindles.
That was a fantastic video. Thank you so much, Alex, for that little rule of the week video. Now, you join me over here in the FootJoy shoe display. We've moved from the shirt display to the shoes. Now we've got a new shoe in. It is called the FootJoy Alpha. Stunning shoe, fully waterproof, loads of support, spiked, and they're 169. Now over to Danny for a video on golf balls.
Hi everyone, you join me over in the ladies section. If you didn't know already, we've got some new Srixon golf balls, and we've actually got some Srixon ladies golf balls, and they are very soft, so the ladies soft feel. And we also have some golf balls that you can try out if you wanted to come and test them. Just come in and we can give you a few, and otherwise they are £25 or 2 for £40.
Join me outside. Everything in this box here is £10. We've got hats, logoed head covers for your rescues and freewoods. It's the bargain box. Now straight over to Alex for his coaching tip of the week.
Tip of the week, golf tip of the week. Now, bunkers, bit of a difficult one, but I'm going to simplify it all for you now, and we're going to get balls out of the bunkers. Right, I see a lot of you out there, ball in the middle of your stance, okay, and I also see not a lot of speed within the swing. You're never going to get a ball out of the bunker with a lip if there's not speed, or the ball's not further forward in your stance. So, straight away, get in the bunker, sit yourself down, make sure the sand is nice, okay? You understand, by doing this, you get an understanding of what the sand's like. Get that ball further forward, almost like a freewood position when you're hitting it, okay? And I want you to come through with speed. Get that ball out. Rule number 1 from bunkers is get it out. Don't leave it in. If it goes over the back of the green, it's fine. So, ball further forward, speed, speed, speed. Ball is out. I've got a putt. The second thing I see is club choice. I use the most loft possible. I know there are sand wedges out there, but they're not the most lofted you can get. 60-degree lob wedges. Get the loft, get it out. If you haven't got a lob wedge, come down and get one from the shop.
Alex, that was a great coaching video yet again. Thank you so much. Now to end the video, we have our winner from the comments from last week's video. So Chris Dobson, well done. You've won a free practice session. As you saw, we did cover your points in today's video with Rob out on the golf course on the 6th and 17th hole. Remember, comment below different things that you want to see us do on the golf course or other things you want us to cover in the videos, and you'll win a free practice session. Thank you very much. See you next week.